15 Sage, huh?
Yeah, you're right. It has
Especially
been a
since
while.
the nerfs. Yikes.
And also, I'm kind of interested on how they don't really have a Sage on the other side as well. So they don't also have a Jet for the side of Affinity Esports actually.
Yeah, they don't. Instead, they have a Raze, but that could work out very well as well. As we see right here, we have the early boom bot being deployed, and that's just going to provide intel. There's someone over by Hookah, some possibly at least one member over by B, and Yea knows that. She's just kind of getting the feel of things right now. Meanwhile, the rest of the team are doing the exact same thing. There's a minute 15 left on the clock, so they still have quite a bit of time to work with here. Just trying to source out intel, figuring out which site is weaker, which site do we want to hit.
They're going to be smoking Hookah. I think they're going to try to penetrate through the showers as well as mid side here on a bomb site. Smoking it down, playing it super safe actually for the side of Affinity Esports.
Kitsune playing safe as well. I mean, they just basically gave Affinity so much space to work with. They allowed the Phoenix to pick up that alt orb right there, and that's going to be, you know, in the long run, a very, very valuable thing. You can have your ultimate up. So right here, it looks like they're trying to hit B's site. We're going to have the Cyber Cage popped up. Mayuri trying to make
30
a play
seconds
here.
left.
Cyber Cage to wall off the elbow corner. But instead going to get fracked through the smoke. Tam finds another headshot as well, and Yea will find one to trade things up. But still, it looks like Affinity, this offense just falling apart here. Saris will clean things up. 2 headshots. Kitsune takes round 1.
Yeah, I mean, the idea was there, playing it super safe and then playing it split up as well, trying to make the opponents, especially on the side of Kitsune, to figure out exactly where they're going to penetrate through. But I really, really like how this player right here, Tam actually held down this side very well, utilizing the cyber cages, utilizing the cameras as well. And due to the cyber cages, due to the trip wires, and due to the camera, all the tagging that's been done by the Cypher player, it allowed a lot of their teammates to actually do damage through the cyber cage. So,
and that's just perfect utility usage there, making use of the cyber cage like that. It's exactly how you want to play as a Cypher. Another interesting thing to note, though, if we caught on earlier, Tam, she's got her tripwires placed at a really low angle, which is very interesting to me. I'm not sure if that's going to play out. I mean, unless you hop over those tripwires, you won't catch them, but that depends on how Affinity walks into them or not. Right now, we'll have the default Sage wall, of course, walling off a short. That's very standard common practice here. Got a Brimstone smoke as well. Yeah, we'll try to find a little bit more intel. There we go.
now they know exactly where the players are. The Omen tries to go through. They are not going in just yet. Still holding down this side on the mid. What? Was that a direct hit? I think. Damn, I thought he was playing Hanzo for a minute in this different game. But you know what? They get a bomb planted. It's going to be extra gold. Except credits in their bank. At least 3 versus 3 situation. Surprisingly, a really good initiate coming out from the side of Affinity Esports here.
One player remaining.
That 3K.
There we go.
Oh, I didn't get to manage to see that, but yeah, very, very well played that from the side of Affinity Esports, actually. They made it work.
What I tell you, Mikasi, you gotta watch out for her. She's one of those good ones. Especially, you know, second round, you forced by a stinger. We're starting to see a little bit more of that. Usually, you know, especially playing rank or something, or watching a lot of the older games, people would tend to save on the second round. This time, people are starting to force by a bit to you know, catch them off guard, play it a little bit more offensive, and it works out. You know, convert the Thrifty round into a win.
Yeah.
And now they're looking at.
Yeah, false plus are generally utilized when you have a lot of advantage. For example, if you're like changing halves and you have a lot of points in favor when it comes to like advantage wise, right? But if you're 1-0 and you play a force buy, it's a lot of risk involved in that kind of situation. But it kind of pays off most of the time actually, because you kind of catch your opponents off guard.
Indeed. I mean, we've seen teams like 100 Thieves, T1 pulling stuff like that off, so it's definitely something to consider. It is risky, but if it works out, it works out. Here we go. It's going to be paint shells onto Tam, just slightly tagged by it. She's got upgraded pistols now on the side of Kitsune, I think, this time.
They're going in.
Oh, they are.
Yeah. Finds a couple there, gets a double kill, tries to go for the third one onto Sage, but will not be able to do so. But Mikase will clean it up for her teammate, and The bomb has been
Spike
planted
planted.
as well. So it's gonna be 5 versus 2 here. Time gets a kill. Trying to go up towards Ash as well.
player
Headshot maybe
standing.
up, but Tamtam's gonna get headshotted instead. So 2-1 Affinity Esports.
Yeah, and this is brings it back to that earlier point. The force buy works out for them because they've ruined Kitsune's economy. They had no choice but to go with nothing but upgraded pistols, you know, frenzies, maybe a ghost or something. Meanwhile, Affinity, they've got SMGs, they got Spectres, they got Stingers, and just the higher firepower cutting them off on the rotates, not letting them push into sight. And, you know, 2-1 is the score right now, and we're possibly looking at...
People underestimate the Stinger sometimes,
They
man.
really do, don't they?
They understand this, underestimate the Stinger, the Spectre as well. Especially when you're trying to rush through U-Haul in A and you have the Spectre or Stinger. Oh my goodness.
Yes, it's a lot of tight, close
Yeah.
spaces, and that's exactly where the Stinger and Spectre shines, because you get kind of, especially in close range. Ooh, getting tagged there, Mayuri. 52 points of health, not that much of a problem. Saris, though, doing a lot of work here.
I know exactly.
Dismiss away into safety, going into the smoke. That's very smart. Gonna get caught up by the neural theft.
Yeah,
But,
they're playing super safe. Oh, are they? Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh my.
It's the
That's
first
gonna be
game. We're warming up. The players are warming up.
remaining.
But Midnight's just going to find 2. She's looking for the third one, and she will get it. That's a third headshot there. 2-2 is the score.
That snap was really clean, and also at the same time, my goodness, I think what you need to do usually, you know, make sure that you actually clear the bomb site first.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a lot of smokes, even when you're attacking and you plant the smokes down on the side that you're trying to penetrate through, but then you don't clear the bomb site. It's difficult for you to actually, you know, plant the bomb, as you can tell.
Yes. A smoke is not a sage ball.
Hey, definitely.
Yeah.
And
it's
some
not a
people are
solid-
criminals, you know. Like apparently they are like Stewie 2K. It's like everyone is a Stewie in this game right
So
now. They push
criminal.
smokes. They don't even care anymore.
Right? I mean, especially that was an Omen smoke, so you can see the inside of
Yeah.
it. So, you know, there's that little bit of advantage there as well. But looks like we're going to have a little bit different things happening here. Mayuri finding the first headshot. That's possibly going to open up the A site for the side of Affinity here.
Yeah, Mayu is super aggressive on this Cypher. He's opening up the map here, actually, the site for their teammates. So right now it's going to be 5 versus 4. Mayuri gets a kill onto a Sammy Mas. Next one, right on the corner here, he might miss the site. Oh, controls a recall on the Vandal, reloads,
player
but Midnight will
remaining.
catch him off guard.
Spike
And now
planted.
Midnight's the only one alive. Does have the Blade Storm though. So
Does have the Blaze Storm.
yeah.
Full health, 33 armor. It's
Oh.
up to Midnight to make the play here, but unfortunately just kind of walking in McCasey there, who will catch her off with the headshot. So 3-2 is the score. We're going to possibly have a little bit of a broken economy on Kitsune once more, but yeah. What are you thinking so far, Kitsune?
What do you mean? Well, who's gonna win this?
As in, how are they playing? Because we've talked about how they're kind of individual players, you know, just bunched up together.
It's really hard for me to say anything right now because you're
It's
defending.
really early, yeah.
Yes, and also it's really early, and also they're defending right now. You can actually see more of their teamwork when they're attacking, because when you defend, you don't really need a lot of coordination, I would say, when it comes to defending the side. The only time you can actually see when the team is really good was when they do the retakes. You know, when they
That's
actually
where the
do
coordination.
Yeah, there's a lot of coordination involved. But they're playing a double anchor. Actually, a triple anchor, I would say. I would consider Brimstone more of an anchor as well, because you normally stay on site.
I know exactly.
Especially smoking off angles, just making sure that you won't be able to push through.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
They are
One
just
enemy
going in. They're
remaining.
going in 2 different angles, and all of them get separate kills. They're both going both sides. Who are we to see? They just penetrated both sides at the same time and just completely demolished the enemy team. 4-2 to score here right now. Affinity Esports doing a really good job so far.
Affinity doing really well for now. I mean, this is, you know, they have the experience. They've been playing in FSL for quite some time, I think.
Yeah.
They are definitely familiar faces here, and they have the experience to show for it. You can see that, you know, at times it's a little bit shaky as well. It's definitely, you know, definitely the first few rounds of the game. But so far, Mayuri and McCasey, look at that, 10-7. That is top fragging potential.
Mayuri has always been the one opening up the sites for
As
them.
a Cypher as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's very interesting to notice. That's a beautiful slow orb, actually. But It's gonna just stop the push here. Oh!
That's a good.
Imagine if that Sage up was there.
That would be a perfect
Yes.
combo, and Mayu would definitely have been, you know, barbecued. But
Yeah.
thankfully, the Sage Orb was just a little bit too deep. Definitely did slow things down on the side of Affinity, though, so a minute left on the clock. We'll just have to see. It looks like they're going for the same strategy that we saw in the previous round, you know, divide and conquer. Here comes Catherine looking to make a lot more frags happen, but meanwhile, Marie's just going to add on to that. Midnight's going to say no, however. And this is the Kitsune defense trying to show up, but B site has been opened up. And all of a sudden, Spike goes down, and Kitsune, I don't know what they're thinking.
I mean, Midnight has the Blade Storm. Definitely can actually clutch this out. I've seen, and this is the first time seeing Midnight play, but I've seen I've seen it. I've seen them do it. Yeah, I've seen Jet actually, you know, clutch things out. So it is definitely doable right now. 2 versus 3. The Omen is really low on HP as well. They have a lot of time.
A bit of time. Blade Storm has been spent, however. Saris will find a headshot, but here it comes. Recon Bolt and the Hunter's Fury. And that's definitely going to deny the plant, if not get a kill.
Oh,
Thankfully,
no.
Kitsune will be able to clean
wait,
things
whoa,
up, but...
wait, what is going on? Are you actually gonna die?
Oh,
no
boy.
way! Oh my goodness!
That was
It must be a
scuff.
misclick. It's either that or Sirs was actually super nervous.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
there's no way you're gonna... Oh,
You don't
man.
hold on to it, you know,
Yeah.
you're definitely showing a little bit
Yeah.
of shaky confidence here and there. But it happens. They did manage to clean things up on the side of Affinity, so good job. Next time, stick to plant. Stick to defuse.
Stick to defuse. But the thing is that I don't think they even have enough time at that point.
Yeah, I
they probably
think
could have
that was
just
definitely-
left, like, if it was me, I would just, you know, just dip out ASAP.
True.
And save the gun. Now,
That is the big
Sirs doesn't have a Vandal.
Source doesn't have a Vandal. Affinity, though, they have the full rifle squad. They're trying to push into hookah right now. Yeah, we'll just try to force them back a bit. Saris
Whoa!
going through the tail. Very aggressive, but Ash will trade things up. Mayu did fall, however, so that's a top fragger gone.
Yeah.
Now
I think they should know that the Sage is here right now. Oh no, not yet, because the Sage has not thrown the orb yet. So intel's not there to figure out whether the Sage is here.
Intel's not there. You can see that they're actually decoying. They're going over onto A site this time. The rotates have gone out, and this is a very, very standard play. Very smart. And now it's all up to Little Zane to hold them off. Buy time for her team to come in. She has her ult. Hellfire comes in, but unfortunately just barely misses the planter.
That is unlucky.
Very unlucky.
One enemy remaining.
Last one left alive is going to be a Cypher player on Kitsune. Tam. 1v3 scenario. Still possible, I think.
Yeah, definitely still possible, especially now since... Oh, never mind.
Take that back.
Yeah, I take that back, because I thought the Aldron's not going to spot them.
And that's just the Affinity coordination coming in, right?
The best time to actually, like, you know, take down the team when you're like soloing is when they're utilizing their abilities, especially when the Sova is using the owl drones or even the ultimates, the Hunter's Fury, or like they're smoking, or they're especially you know, Sky using the wolves as well. These are the things that you can take advantage of when you're trying to penetrate through teams that have those kind of, you know, characters, the agents that you need to control a unit to be able to find information, because that's when you don't have your guns out. You know.
Exactly. When you catch someone without their guns up, they're trying to use their utility.
Yeah.
That's when you get the kill.
Oh
That's
my gosh.
plays coming in. What
That's
an
such a good
interesting
spot,
one.
actually.
Yeah. Nice little pixel corner. You get to see through that little hole. As the smoke goes off. Oh, they're just going to walk right through. Midnight's on the other side, catching Mayuri off with a 90-degree angle. They know that she's there now, so... Oh, from the shadows, McCasey going over onto the B site.
Yeah, they're gonna bring the bomb along as well, so they know that everyone here is rotated.
I know exactly.
Tam found her though. Your Theft comes in as well, so now they have all the intel, Kitsune. They're looking to come and retake this. They have the man advantage. So, how are
Look at this situation right here.
Uh-oh. Definitely don't want that happening. But look at this, they're still
Oh!
able to make it
Oh!
work. Misses the showstopper. Midnight just comes in, swings wide, gets the spray down, and Little Zane will finish Affinity off, bringing the score to 3-6.
I think this is their first defuse. I don't remember them defusing at all throughout this whole entire defender side for Kitsune.
Quite possibly.
That was actually a very clean retake as well. And shout out to Tamtam. Tamtam held that side really well, even though he didn't move out from. I don't remember seeing him moving towards A at all. He stayed on B side. He knew that it might be a possibility that Affinity Esports were going to rotate to side A.
Absolutely, and she definitely caught Casey off as well, who was the one who initiated the teleport. So, meanwhile, this is going to be the round to kind of decide the rest of the flow for the first half right here. I mean, there are 3 rounds remaining. Here it comes. Look at all these tripwires. It's so interesting to me. It's very different from what we usually see.
I mean, it's really hard to spot those kind of tripwires as well, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing. They are unorthodox, so you wouldn't expect them to be there. You wouldn't expect an Ares either, but she makes it work anyway. Ashe will be the one to trade things off, though, but at what cost? 30 points of health remaining. Recon Bolt goes in. Saris will be able to take Catherine down, so that's the entry fragger kind of gone from Affinity's roster. So they have to reassess their options here. Do we go to A? Do we go to B?
It's a 3 versus 4, and they're really low on HP as well. Look at this, 30 HP on Ashe, and then we have 33 HP on Mikasi as well. They might, I don't know, I feel like if I was in the kind of like position, a save would be great right now as well. You know, play it really smart. You already have a lot of advantage. You might as well just save, right? Economy wise, so you're not doing very well at the moment.
Not too
so
bad either. I mean, even with the recent economy change, you can still buy up. You
actually got to pick up on towards midnight. That's a duelist there. But Sir's still here. And Sir has the ability to actually, are they going to go in?
She heard the teleport, so I think she's trying to rotate. She's not aware that there might be Ashe right by the corner.
This is so good. If Ashe actually gets a kill here. Yes, and now it's going to stop Sages from actually rotating back towards A side. They're going to get a bomb planted on A as well. And now they have someone to look behind. To look forward to on come from the back, but at least Sova's going to join them as well, so it's fine.
Question is, how Kitsune can do this? They are going for sort of a split retake here, but Ashe, what a delay with the Hunter Spear as well. She manages to find one, and that's so much time being taken off, right?
I don't think they're gonna be able to defend this. I mean, they're not gonna be able to defuse this unless.
One enemy remaining.
This is a 4K from Ashe. Ashe played this round really well. That he didn't follow the Saris from I think it was who was it actually went through the teleport. I'm not really sure what it was that planted the bomb. Mikase, I think. Mikase actually went through the teleporter. Ashe stayed, knowing that the Sage might actually go for a resurrect. And that made such a big difference because the Sage was trying to rotate back towards A to assist their teammates. And because of that kill, the Sage had to stop.
Exactly. Very, very well played lurk right there. And the teleport as well to kind of bait them into looking to rotate and get the heal, right? They thought that they were safe enough, but this time, Midnight will open things up. Gets the first kill on Ashe. Sage wall goes up, and the Brim Smoke is there as well. It's the same molly over by A Short Cubby.
He does have a big as well.
Midnight has been performing very well for Kitsune so far.
But I would say this is a very balanced map. So in terms of just like execution alone, I feel like Affinity is just doing a better job here so far.
Definitely. I mean, we're seeing how their coordination plays. You know, they have a lot of these strategies as well. 7-3 is the score right now. And we're just seeing how Kitsune will be able to defend, but it's sort of, you know, picking gunfights here and there. They're peaking at the right times, and Kitsune are dropping one by one. But Midnight, once more, showing them how fragging is done, and Saros will chime in with as well. Catherine's the last one alive. She does have a run it back, though. 1v3.
30 seconds left.
Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
I think they saw her shoulder. Now just whittling away. Hot hands just for good measure. And now Midnight will find the final headshot. Hits the nail in the coffin, and that will bring us to 4
Last
and
round
7.
before the
This is
half.
the last round before the swap. If Kitsune can bring this to 5 and 7, that would be pretty good.
Yeah, especially for a team that's the first time participating as 5 individuals that have 0 experience when it comes to playing as a team. So I think it is perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine. And yeah, for Affinity Esports fans here. So yes, Liz Chan unfortunately will be out for a while. She's dealing with some technical issues. So Affinity are instead playing with a sub actually, but they are still performing pretty darn well. In fact, 7-4 right now. That's a pretty strong lead.
This is so far. This has so far been the fastest push that they made, and they're not splitting as well. They're all proceeding to B side.
Full commitment.
Gonna pop the flash and run through. I do believe so. Oh, done. Ooh, Catherine.
Spraying through Omen smoke.
I know
Trying to stop them
exactly.
from pushing, but Midnight just walks right through anyway. She's the smoke criminal this time, but Catherine will put a
Spike
stop
planted.
to her parlor tricks here.
You know what I realized in Valorant? Smokes don't matter. Like,
Depends.
yeah, when I play CSGO, people actually get scared of the one who
Last
smokes.
player
Like
standing.
S plus 2, but in this game, people don't really give any thought about this one. They just, you know what, that's a smoke. I'm just gonna run through it. I don't care.
Switching sides.
Depends, but yeah.
That's why I'm so scared of going into smokes. That's why whenever when I play, I just pop down the smoke down, and you thought it'd be like, they're not gonna push it, right? Then I have this thought back in my head. It's like, they might be in the smoke right now. Like, they're always in the smoke.
You know, a little bit more, because I mean, at least in CS, the smokes are kind of, unless you have a lot of
Yeah,
experience, you
bigger.
don't know. Yeah, it's a lot bigger, and you don't get that near sight vision. Unlike, say, an Omen smoke, right, which is completely hollow in the middle, and you know exactly how wide the smokes are. So
I think the closest to smokes maybe in this game is probably Viper. Viper's ulti.
Viper's a scarier one.
Viper's ulti is probably like the scariest, difficult.
Unfortunately, we don't see a lot of Viper.
Yeah, maybe soon. Who knows?
Maybe. I'm hoping for it. I mean, after what we see. But look at this. Just dashing right through. Mikasi will stop Saris, and Yale will stop Midnight. All of a sudden, Kitsune, their offenses have been stopped in their
Yeah,
tracks.
gets another kill with the boombot as well.
That's huge.
One enemy remaining.
A little bit of a scuffed firefight with the frenzies.
Oh, the firing squad. That must be super scary to hear.
Yes.
You hear the footsteps that are on the wooden platform, like boom, 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 coming through, just trying to get you. You got 3 separate people.
It's like you're on the train tracks and you're like tied down with the ropes,
Yeah.
and you hear the train coming at you.
Didn't.
Yeah, man, Jaws.
This goes here.
So Kitsune,
That goes there.
yeah,
Ah,
a
this
little
is
bit
nice.
having a little difficulty here and there.
This goes here.
49's the score right now, and Affinity
Yes,
doing
this should
really,
do.
really well.
Get a score here. Midnight 14-8, 15-5.
And have an early Omen smoke. Dark cover is out, and we're just waiting
See what I
for the
mean?
push to go through.
They're in the smoke.
They are in the smoke.
Imagine if I was pushing them. I'll die, dude. I'll die 100%. I'm not as good, so.
Well, it depends, right? I mean, the Omen can lurk in his own smoke and wait for someone
Yeah.
to push through. That's another play. Oh, God. Almost colliding into Midnight.
Ooh.
She'll just swing right into McCasey's crosshairs. Paranoia goes out as well to slow down the pushes from coming through. And now they know that they're basically all there. Catherine will come in as well, and the AL will finish things off with the stinger. And,
10-4.
yeah, 10-4. This will be the round that Kitsune full buys back, but
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to be able to stop Affinity's defense, because so far it's looking super solid.
Yeah, I feel like Bind is one of those maps that it all boils down to what kind of team play you have, what kind of competition you have in your team as well. And at the same time, since Bind is one of the most balanced maps, I would say, it would probably favor more towards defense because I feel like in this game specifically, defending is way easier than attacking. And also but then again, it also all depends on your composition, right? If you have like a triple duelist kind of composition, then you probably do better in attack. But in this kind of situations, whereas for the side of team Affinity, their defense is pretty good, but I mean, in composition-wise, the defense should be good, you know, but they didn't really get as many points as they should on defense. And right now, they have an uphill battle here on attack.
Slight uphill battle. And of course, you know, I think that's partly due to the fact that the Sage over on offense is, you know, not working out so well.
Right, so right now 10-4. Since we got time a little bit here, give a few shout outs to our sponsors.
What do we have? We got Dreamcore PCs. We got
super
Intel,
solid.
super
monitors.
solid monitors. We
Yeah.
got Yahoo,
Yeah.
and we got Intel.
This is streaming on Yahoo also, by the way.
Sweet.
Yeah. You never know that Yahoo could be a place where you stream esports tournaments. So now you do.
Yeah.
I probably have to check out Yahoo once in a while. You never know like what's gonna be in there.
I do check out Yahoo. I caught your interview on Yahoo that time.
What?
Remember? With
Oh
Wolfsbane.
yeah. Oh my god.
Yahoo Esports. A lot of
Yeah.
news coverage as well. They covered the PaperX stuff there.
Oh really?
Yeah, they
Wow.
did.
Man, I
So,
gotta check it
you
out.
know, check out Yahoo Esports. But I think the biggest thing that we have to thank here is FSL. They're the ones who, you know, host and organize this entire thing. And, of course, showing some love to female gamers all around the globe.
Man, they gotta give you a raise, man.
Yeah.
Nice call.
Nice plug. There we go. Kim, if you're all right, we're not gonna go there, but no, for real though, this is great that FSL does these tournaments here and there, and of course, just showing support for female gamers everywhere. I mean,
That's true.
we all know this is kind of a male-dominated industry. There are a lot of issues and a little bit of harassment as well. Female gamers, what they face playing online. So this is really nice to see, and
Enemy
it's
mark.
definitely
Safe space.
showing. It's a safe space, and also showing that female gamers, they're not to be messed with. They've got
Oh.
skill. Look at McCassie right here. She's going for it. She has the blind. Unfortunately, will not connect. And Tam Tam
Oh,
will
that's
trade
unlucky.
it
How
off.
did they not die there? That was so it.
That was right. But looking
One
at this
enemy
here,
remaining.
Midnight looking to open up the site.
He's like, oh.
unfortunately, all my teammates are gone.
Yeah, I can imagine what's going on in her head right now.
Yeah.
Like in her head right now, it's like, okay, guys, I got a butt.
Oh.
Okay, never mind.
Alright.
Oh,
1v3. And look at how safe Affinity are playing as well. They know they have to spike.
yeah.
So they're just watching all of these corners and angles. Catherine, hearing the shots, will just swing and clean things up. It's a Spectre, no less. So that's a free upgrade.
I mean, I'm have to be honest. She whipped that completely.
Yeah.
She had the opportunity to actually get a double kill there, but yeah, maybe it's the first match.
Yeah, you
First
know,
map.
it is in, you know, early in the morning. Well, kind of afternoon.
It's not
now.
really. It's
Kind of afternoon now.
Control. How is this? It's 12:48 p.m. Control. People are gonna be having lunch soon.
it's
No excuse.
they're warming up. All right.
All right, fine.
But yeah,
Ooh,
Kitsune.
look at how aggressive they. Oh my goodness.
Affinity.
The double peek on showers, man.
Showing what they're made of, and yeah, we'll just find a third.
You're dead.
Salt to injury, and Kitsune, I don't know how they're gonna recover from this. If
One
you know
enemy
Affinity
remaining.
wins this, it's 12-4. It's a flawless victory. They have so much. I mean, let's just take a look, right? Economy, it's all
Match
rolling
point.
in. On Kitsune's side, though, definitely broken up here and there, and I you know, momentum's not their side anymore.
I mean, it's definitely still doable, right? You just have to have, you know, the confidence. I feel like in terms of execution, once Kitsune definitely is lacking. But that's probably because they don't have the confidence. That double peek alone was super aggressive from both sides, but it kind of hit their confidence probably. Like, I'm not gonna double peek the shower side anymore.
Revealing area.
Yeah, you can see that they're, instead of, you know,
Oh.
double peeking it, they've got all the 5 members there in case someone drops. quickly have spotted out the boom bot. We'll take it down. They've bought up Ares this time. And I think that must have been McKessie. She might have just gotten a lot of intel with that from the shadows. The ultimate. Every cage goes up. Midnight finds the first frag.
You're gonna get a heal from this stage as well. Fall back just a little bit here.
Sage
Might want
heal
to
me.
wait just a little bit. Alright,
Get out
we
of
get
my
a
way.
heals back up. They do have Jet ultimate up as well.
Oh my god.
Phantom gets
I
a pick
know
up.
exactly where you are.
Comes in. They get a double kill already there.
Oh.
Up past 8. Yeah, I think this is gonna be difficult for them to actually get this round unless.
One player
Oh my
remaining.
goodness, that was such a clean track onto his head. Good lock on, I would say.
Yeah, she really did. Then they were just waiting for the exact same play, right? Just waiting for the cyber cage to go down. Now it's all up to Sammy
30
Mass,
seconds
and
left.
I don't know how she will be able to convert this into a win. It's 1v3. She has a Spectre. She has her wall, and, well, basically
I have
all
a
of her
dream.
utility. You have a dream.
I have a dream that Sammy Mass can do this.
I hope to see your
14
dreams
seconds,
come
though.
true.
Like the
but-
moment he does this,
10
they have
seconds
Hunter's
left.
Fury, and then they have Hunter's Fury as well. So he's literally
Oh
waiting at you.
no.
And there you have it, folks.
Defenders
13-4. Affinity Esports takes down Kitsune to the lower brackets convincingly in Bind. And that's pretty much it for the first match of the day. Back at it again for the FSL VALORANT fifth series. Yeah.
Fifth series.
Yeah, man. Big shout outs to the sponsors yet again as well. We have Super Solid, Dreamcore, Yahoo, as well as Intel. And I think we are pretty much getting ourselves ready for the next match coming up really soon. We're going to be having a Warlocks Fatel. Fatel?
Yeah, Fatel.
Fatel versus Tiamat. I think that's a very familiar name. We're going to be coming back after a few minutes, so don't go away.